The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from South Haven, Mississippi, BallGame Blitz Sports Network and Worthy Road Studios proudly present USJ Bruins football. Tonight, the Bruins are on the road for another region matchup at Northpoint Christian School. Hello again, everyone. I'm Steve Beverly, and tonight we'll see two teams that are about as even as you can picture. And to set you up for tonight's game, both USJ and Northpoint come in at 4-2 on the season. Both of them are 1-0 in the district race. Each of them won last week in their district opener. Last week was the biggest offensive explosion of the season for the Bruins, and you can see them and their counterparts from Northpoint that are out on the field getting their final warm-ups before this one tonight. Last week, the Bruins rolled over St. George's 40-7 behind the 3 touchdowns of Noah Spencer and 2 from Mills Terry. And Corbin Howard's passing was clicking on all cylinders, and Spencer went over 700 yards rushing for the season. And the Bruins also had a big one, a pick 6 from senior defensive back Justin Parker. So tonight, they'd love to see some of that same kind of explosive magic. It is going to be tougher because they're going to face a team that will carry them step by step. And here we are about 23 minutes before the start of tonight's game. And I'll mention to you that our game time temperature is right at 84 degrees, which is a little bit warm for the last week in September. We're going to be October next week, and we think things are going to be a bit cooler by then, but it is humid out here, so these guys are going to be hydrating as much as possible when they are not on the field. It's going to be tougher for the guys who are going to be going on both sides. But it should be an exciting matchup tonight. We're looking forward to a good one. We're high atop everything at Trojan Field here in South Haven. So right now we want to take a break and let you visit with some great people that we appreciate greatly, and those are our sponsors, who we hope that all of you who are watching tonight will really make it a point to go by and tell them how much you appreciate Bruin football right here on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. Let's take this time out, and we'll be back to have more about tonight's game.
Psst, buddy, I'm not feeling too good after all this summer heat.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm about to blow a coil.
Let McCoy's Heating and Air give your unit a little TLC. Maintenance is the key to staying worry-free. Right now, schedule a one-time cleaning for only $90. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com.
McCoy's got us in great shape, unlike that guy.
Jackson's most trusted team of technicians. York and McCoy's Heating and Air.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
We're about 19 minutes away from kickoff for USJ against Northpoint Christian. Of course, Northpoint is located in South Haven, Mississippi. That is technically, you got to say it's suburban Memphis because you don't really know when you have left the city limits of Memphis and reached this suburb of South Haven. And this is one school that an exception is made because of the proximity to the Tennessee line in which they're allowed to compete in the TSSAA. As we mentioned, it's 84 degrees here as we are approaching kickoff time, and the humidity is enough to make it just sticky here tonight. You're not going to see anybody passing around blankets tonight, and actually we're only expected to drop down to perhaps the mid-70s as we continue the game tonight. By the time we finish, it could be around 75 degrees. But we've been up here. We are on top of the press box here at Trojan Field. So this is one of the rare opportunities that I've had to be able to do a game outdoors. I can tell you a couple of stories about some many years ago that the weather made it most interesting being atop a press box. But tonight, not so. It's going to be a very pleasant evening. It's just, as I say, it's warm and humid tonight, a little bit more so than we have by the time we reach September 29th. Well, let's set you up a little bit more about the start of tonight's game. And let's talk about Northpoint. For all of you USJ fans, here's what the Bruins are going to be facing tonight. The Trojans have a strong passing game led by quarterback Jack Patterson. He has completed 71% of his passes, and he's thrown for 1,030 yards in 6 games and 9 touchdowns. His favorite targets are receivers Grayson Alford and Alex Musgrave. Now, the running game is not as powerful as USJ's, that is led by Noah Spencer, of course. DeMonte Dillard is the top running back for the Trojans, 312 yards on the season and 6 touchdowns. Senior Noah I'm going to try to get this one right. Wigboki, he has run for 3 touchdowns on the season. Now, the Bruins will not be facing the kind of huge bulk of the offensive and defensive lines they did against South Gibson and Jackson Christian, although there is one 315-pounder on this Northpoint Christian team. But the guys who are their real strong points are tackles Rex Forsyth and Will Creech. They go 230 and 240, and they'll be trying to put a lot of pressure on Corbin Howard tonight. But this is one, as we mentioned at the very top of our telecast, this is one in which you are going to be seeing a big battle for the top spot in the division, because each of these teams 4-2 overall, but more importantly 1-0 in their division. And so whoever wins this one tonight hangs on to the lead as we approach. And it is so hard to believe that we are now, after tonight, 70% through with the regular season. And we're going to be at a point at that stage of the game where next week is going to be the final home game of the season for USJ. It will be against Evangelical Christian, and that'll be at 7 o'clock, be the kickoff time. We'll be with you about 6:45 live from Carlock Stadium. But the big thing is then the Bruins have the big challenge of having to play the last 2 on the road. So nobody said it was going to be easy, but tonight is a big one for both of these teams. But in particular, in particular, it is a really solid combination that they have both on USJ, the front line, as well as Northpoint and their passing game. It is going to be a big challenge for the Bruins tonight, but they hope to, after having two really tough ones that really struggled against both South Gibson and Jackson Christian, they hope to be able to turn that around in the second half of the season, just roll it as much as they possibly can and get into the playoffs. That is the most important thing as we reach the postseason. And to be candid with you, you look at where we are right now, the postseason is going to be starting on October the 27th because we wind up October 20th with the final game of the season for the Bruins, and again, it will be on the road. Well, we are about 14 minutes away from the start of the game, and shortly we will have the toss of the coin as well as the Campbell King Interiors kickoff for tonight's game. So let's take another break, and when we come back, we'll set you up with a bit more on tonight's game. Stay with us.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
New Nissans are rolling in. Over 70 new Nissans to choose from. That means special incentives. 0% financing up to 60 months. And invoice pricing, so you pay what we pay. Plus over 70 pre-owned units. Something for everyone. Certified pre-owned too. Luxury vehicles. BMW, Lexus, Alfa Romeo, and much more at Carlock Prestige. Check out all we have to offer at CarlockNissanofJackson.com. You should already be here.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt and let my family take care of yours.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
And the USJ Bruins pregame show rolls along here live from South Haven, Mississippi. Steve Beverly back with you once again at Trojan Field. This copyrighted telecast is a production of Worthy Road Studios, and any use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the expressed written consent of Worthy Road Studios and its executive producer Paul Schultze is strictly prohibited. So as we are about a little bit more than 10 minutes away from the kickoff tonight, and we'll have the toss of the coin momentarily, we'll set you up again where these two teams differ in different stages. The Bruins will be running mostly out of their usual spread offense with 3 or 4 wide receivers, but they do emphasize the run with Noah Spencer as the big workhorse. The Trojans' offense is built around the passing of Jack Patterson, the quarterback. A big key for the Bruins will be to put pressure on Patterson tonight and to control the game tempo. And that's one thing that both of these coaches, Tyler Gold for the Trojans and Derek Pritchard for the Bruins, each one of them have absolutely said, we've got to be able to dictate ball control in this game. And let's go to the invocation and the Star Spangled Banner.
Thankful to be able to be here. We're thankful for Northpoint. This beautiful night, for our friends that have come from Jackson to play this game with us. We pray your grace and your protection on all the players. We pray a good night. May you bless it. In the name of Jesus Christ we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, remain standing. The flag of the United States of America above the south end zone. Please join us as we honor our nation with the singing of our national anthem. Singing our anthem tonight, senior in Northpoint, Anna Claire Jackson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Anna Claire Jackson. Proud parents, Dr. Andrew Jackson and Shannon Gonzalez.
So we have the Star Spangled Banner tonight here on a warm evening in South Haven, Mississippi, as the USJ Bruins pregame show rolls along. And the clock down at the bottom of the screen tells you the whole story, because we get to the end of that, we are going to be ready to kick this one off. And Bruins having to play 3 of their last 4 on the road tonight, and then the final 2 weeks of the season back home again, as we mentioned, next week against Evangelical Christian. And we've got a few folks that have made the trip over, and a lot of fans are still trickling in, and traffic may well be an issue in keeping more of them out in getting into the stadium from Jackson tonight. But for those of you who could not make it here to South Haven, it's great to have you with us, particularly all of you moms and dads, grandmas, grandpas, and aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, and anybody else that has a family connection to the players tonight. We are so delighted to have you with us. It is so much of a joy to be able to tell the story of the exploits of these young people in their athletic adventures every Friday night.
Lady Trojans are district champions.
And I will mention to you, we will be battling a little bit tonight. If you hear public address announcer, we are right on top of this stadium, just at a point where we're almost really sitting on the speaker for that. So we'll do the best we can to try to keep that as much in the background as we possibly can during the game this evening. Bruins had a 40-point game last week, and that was huge to their confidence to have an explosive game like that, because so many of their games up until that point had been defensive battles. But you really had Corbin Howard really clicking, as well as 3 touchdowns from Noah Spencer and 2 from Mills Terry. The big pick 6 that we had last week from senior defensive back Justin Parker. And so the Bruins were just on all cylinders last week with their 40-7 victory over St. George's. And that St. George's team will be playing here at Northpoint next Friday night. Tell you what, let's take another quick 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll give you the toss of the coin and to start tonight's game. Stay with us, everybody.
New Nissans are rolling in. Over 70 new Nissans to choose from. That means special incentives. 0% financing up to 60 months. And invoice pricing, so you pay what we pay. Plus over 70 pre-owned units. Something for everyone. Certified pre-owned too. Luxury vehicles. BMW, Lexus, Alfa Romeo, and much more at Carlock Prestige. Check out all we have to offer at CarlockNissanofJackson.com. You should already be here.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Psst, buddy, I'm not feeling too good after all this.
Thomas Langley.
And we are back, getting ready for the toss of the coin tonight. You got 3 captains tonight for the Bruins.
At midfield, number 6, Jack Patterson.
Jack Patterson, the quarterback, number 6 for the Trojans.
And number 4, Grayson Alford.
And number 7 is Andrew Timko. He's a running back. Number 9 is Dean Patterson, who he is a tremendous player on defense, 235-pounder. And number 4 is Grayson Alford. He's a running back as well as a middle linebacker. And for the Bruins tonight, captains, number 60, John Thomas Langley. Number 13, of course, number 1 in your heart, Ryan Hutchison. His grandfather is always around here, as well as his uncle. And I always enjoy seeing him when he shows up. And we're being blocked a little bit to see. Okay, yeah. It's Aaron Tunstill, who is the other captain for the Bruins. And the Trojans have won the toss.
The Bruins will kick off and defend the south end zone.
And Bruins will kick off and defend the south end zone. And we are about set to go here live from Trojan Field in South Haven, Mississippi. And I want to take a moment again to thank our wonderful sponsors. Without them, we don't do what we do here by being able to present young people and doing the best possible light that we have for them. And this is just a showcase to show you exactly what. And so many of these young people, we've had a chance to talk to some of them during the season. They also, and here come on the field, the Bruins. Bruins will be in their white tonight with blue numerals as opposed to the other way around. And the home team here at Northpoint will be in that powder blue.
Gentlemen, your Northpoint Trojans.
And here come the Trojans. And the Trojan band is accompanying them as they hit the field. A big, big challenge tonight for both of these teams is also going to be stamina, depth. This is going to be huge. Who can really hang in case, as we talk about, temperature may be 83 degrees right now, but it's also humid. And that could be an extremely big factor as this game progresses tonight. The Bruins will get the kickoff in the second half, so that's always a very important option, because if the game is either close or you've got a slight lead, you have an opportunity to try to extend that. And getting set to kick it off, Anderson Preston, the senior. And we're about starting with the
preparing to kick off number 27, Anderson Preston. Deep to receive for the Trojans, number 10, Junior Bunch.
And it's time for our Campbell King Interiors kickoff.
Time for Trojan football.
And the Bruins definitely want to try to see if they can get deep field position for this Trojan team. And we approach and let the games begin. And that goes all the way back to the 5-yard line. And let's see how far he's able to get this one out. And he's stumbled over one of his own men, but it's a nice return of about 30 yards.
Junior Bunch on the return from the 5-yard line.
And notice how he picked up some really fine blocking. J.R. Bunch. So 30 yards on the return. That starts them out with great field position. And they have got receivers flanked, one each, and particularly outright, extremely wide. And he takes it directly under center. And the handoff picks up about 4 on the play. And on that run is DeMonte Dillard.
DeMonte Dillard on the carry. Tackle for the Bruins, number 61, Drew Davis. Dillard to the 39-yard line. 3-yard gain, second down. 7 yards to go for the Trojans.
So they're lining up at the 39, second down and 6. And same thing this time, handoff. Bruins really pursued that one well, and they held him to a 2-yard gain. Dillard will be their workhorse. Sam McMillan was in on that tackle. But notice the great pursuit as the Bruins are swarming all over the ball, bouncing off the blockers.
41-yard line, third down, 3rd and 5 yards to go.
And McMillan gets that tackle. So they're at the 41. It is 3rd down and 5. Big play right off the bat for the Bruins on defense. A little bit of a high snap, and it's going to be a little flare pass. And he's following the blockers to a first down. He's going to pick up 12 yards on the play. And that was Grayson Alford. First pass of the game.
Pass from Jack Patterson complete to number 4, Grayson Alford. Brought down on the play by number 12, Mills Terry. The ball at the 47.
And Mills Terry finally brings him down at the 47. First down of the game. It's a big play. That shows you the kind of arm he does. Excellent job on screen passes. And again, out of the pistol. And a pickup only of about 2 on the play. They'll give him to the 45.
On the carry, number 29, Noah Oibuki.
And that's Noah Wigbuki.
Sam McMillan. A gain on the play of 2 yards to the 45-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Yards to go.
This drive started at the 36-yard line, so they've made it 19 yards so far. And that was after a 30-yard return on the kickoff. And that one's going nowhere, right up the middle.
DeMonte Dillard.
And DeMonte is stacked up on his 3rd carry of the night.
No gain on the play, 3rd down, 3rd and 8 yards to go.
And you can see once again that front line is pushing off the blockers. And you got a couple of the linebackers in there, and also Alex Wallace in on the tackle. So it'll be 3rd down and 8, and another big play for the Bruin defense as well as for the offense of the Trojans. And they're going to split, and timeout is called. And I'm not exactly sure why. 9:05 remaining, and the officials are having a conversation. And maybe they are just allowing equivalent substitutions in the game. They are splitting 3 wide receivers outright. Bruins covering it one-on-one. And they're pressing him. He's going to have to carry it himself, and he may get that first down. He does. He is inside the 30, down to about the 26-yard line.
Patterson runs out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. First down, Trojans.
It depends on the spot. He was at the 45 on this 3rd and 8, and nobody was able to cover him until he got well downfield, went out of bounds at about the 26. They spot it back at the 28, so give him 17 yards on that run and another first down. And that one is going to go back beyond the 30. Huge loss on the play.
Recovered by number 6, Jack Patterson.
Patterson recovers the fumble.
The 32-yard line. Second down and 14 yards to go for the Trojans.
So a loss of 4, and you can see that was just a miscommunication on the snap. Second down and 14 from the 33. Going out of the shotgun again, and he hands it off, and it's going to go over right tackle, and that's another loss. Big one on the play. Dillard is smothered by Sam McMillan and Carson Moore.
The ball at the 34-yard line. It's third down for the Trojans. 3rd and 16.
So that is a loss of 2 more on the play. They've contained Dillard fairly well. And this is going to be a 3rd down and 15. And you have to wonder if this is 4-down territory for the Trojans. And officials call timeout once again. And let's see what the call is. It does not appear to be a penalty on the play. That's the second time we've seen that. Now they wind the clock again. This is the 8th play of the drive. And again, a whistle. And they're having some communication issues now. And I'm not sure what the official signal is. All right, I guess we're going to get it started now. We're at the 34 once again. 3rd down and 15 for the Trojans. Big defensive play right here for the Bruins. They're going with a 4-man front. And they're all coming. And Patterson is going down. Yes, sirree. It is Sam McMillan again. He's already having himself a night.
Sam McMillan. The ball back at the 41-yard line. It is 4th down for the Trojans.
And look at this. There was just no way the blocking could stop that, and Sam McMillan just smothers him down at the 41. It is a 7-yard loss. So that takes it out of 4-down territory, and a great defensive stand on the part of the Bruins. So they're going to punt. Campbell King Interiors punt. And this one is a high, lazy kick that is going to go out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. So they get a 26-yard punt with no return.
The punt by Brady Smith goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Bruins take over on offense, 1st and 10.
So the Bruins will take it over back at their own 15. But that was an excellent series. You had Sam McMillan in on 4 tackles out of the 8 plays in that drive. And the big one was that 7-yard loss that he threw Jack Patterson for. That ended all serious talk about any kind of a 4-down territory for the Trojans. First offensive play of the game for the Bruins. Got a man in motion. They're going to go up the middle and pushing forward. And let's see where they're going to spot it. That's not a fumble. It was Noah Spencer, and it looks like they're going to mark it down at about the 19. And they're going tempo with it. That's actually a 5-yard gain. So they spotted it at the 20. Noah has 712 yards rushing for the season. And that one was too high. They were trying a little flare pattern out to Noah, and it was just way too high.
For Noah Spencer is incomplete. Brings up third down, 3rd and 5. The ball remains at the 20-yard line.
So the ball is still at the 20. And the blue stripe is not one of our technological marvels that you see on many college and pro telecasts. They just line the field on the 20s with the blue color of the Trojans. 3rd down and 5. Got another man in motion again. Empty backfield. And he's going to go for a big one and wide open, and he picks it up. That's going to be a pickup of more than 30 yards on the play for Mills Terry.
Number 12, Mills Terry. Tackle for the Trojans, number 13.
Look at this. He just left his defender, and nobody was there to pick him up.
Bruins, 10 yards to go.
First down of the game, but more importantly, a pickup of 33 yards. And the handoff to Noah, and he's going to try to slide that into about the 45. Got a flag. Now, a lot of times that is in holding territory.
On the carry, number 5, Noah Spencer. There is a flag on the play.
And Noah lost his helmet, so he'll have to come out for at least one play.
And number 7, Andrew Timko.
Let's see what the call is. Is it holding or is it a face mask?
Flag on the play. Personal foul.
Face mask. So that's going to give another first down to the Bruins.
An automatic first down for the Bruins. The ball at the 30-yard line.
So they've moved it all the way to the 30. And they've only had 3 offensive plays so far. Drive starting at their own 15. Corbin looking for a man, and that one, oh my goodness, there was a bad miscommunication. Nobody was there. They didn't cut in the right direction, and that one was intercepted by Alex Musgrave.
Number 5, Alex Musgrave.
And you can see there, it was obvious that Corbin thought somebody was going to be there open on a bit of a slant pattern going toward the out-of-bounds line, and instead nobody was there, and the interception, so that's the first turnover of the game for the Bruins. And that was a huge drive. They had marched it down the field 55 yards. Patterson calls the signals and hands off, and it's going to go over left tackle, and nothing there. No gain on the play.
Bookie up the middle. Tackle made by number 6, Christian Melton.
And it was Christian Melton on the tackle.
2nd down, 2nd and 10 yards to go.
2nd and 10. They have not been able to get anything going substantially in their running game tonight. They've been held to 12 yards on 9 carries. It's been a very evenly matched first quarter. Turnover really hurt the Bruins there because that was a drive that looked like it was sure going to pay off. And he bootlegs it right and passes. That's going to hit the ground and be incomplete. Good defense by Noah Spencer as well as Miles Horton.
Number 19, Patterson. It falls incomplete. 3rd down.
As we mentioned, Patterson has passed for more than 1,000 yards in his first 6 games this season. He's thrown for 9 touchdowns. But it's 3rd down and 10. And again, big defenses in order here for the Bruins. And he's working from the shotgun once again, and it looks like it could have been a quarterback draw, almost intercepted. He was very, very fortunate that that wasn't picked off by Alex Wallace. And you can see he was trying to get a slant pattern and just had no mustard on it whatsoever, and Alex almost picked that one off. So it is a 4th and 10, Bruins with another excellent defensive stand. So they go back to punt for the second time this evening. Standing back out on the 20. And again, another high kick. Pretty good one. And picked up. No return on it, but it's at the 47-yard line. 33-yard punt. So the Bruins will take it over with 3:19 remaining here in the first quarter. Steve Beverly with you live from Trojan Field in South Haven, Mississippi, as BallGame Blitz Sports Network and Worthy Road Studios brings you USJ football against Northpoint Christian. Bruins had a good drive going. They moved it 55 yards down the field very, very quickly, and then an interception stalled them out. And this one is a handoff to Titus Taylor, and he is slammed after a gain of perhaps one.
Number 1 Titus Taylor on the carry. Tackle for the Trojans, number 19, Patterson. Loss of a yard.
Patterson makes the tackle.
Line, second down, 11 yards to go.
And he was creamed on the inside. Actually lost a yard on that, so it's second down and 11 at the 46. And this first quarter has zipped right along. And here we go. This one is a play that was rather slow in developing. And Noah was fortunate enough to get one, get it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Tackle for the Trojans, number 33, Jules Meditol.
And you can see what happens there. You really shouldn't have two guys that close together. It's the same thing that happens in basketball when you have two offensive players that get that close together. You got to have some separation, and that's why he was held to a 1-yard gain. And Corbin goes back to pass, and he's going to fire it right. Got his man, and it's a bit short of the first down. Ryan Hutchison on the reception.
Pass from Corbin Howard, complete to number 13, Ryan Hutchison.
And he backs it up, fires to Hutchison. And actually, he did get over that line, so it is a first down for the Bruins. That's their third of the game. That's Ryan's first reception of the game. So a pickup on that one to the 42. And Noah's going to be all hemmed up unless he can do something. And he really did a major job just to get that one to the 39. They were all over it.
Noah Spencer, tackle for the Trojans made by number 19, Chase Jennings. The ball at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of about 2 yards. Second down, 8 yards to go.
So the Bruins have done a stronger job passing than rushing tonight. 45 yards in the passing department. And running the ball, they've only picked up 8 yards. And we're almost at the end of this first quarter. High snap, and oh my goodness, that may have been what caused Noah to stumble there, as he loses a couple. He just lost his footing. It's 3rd and 12, and they'll get one more playoff before this first quarter is over. And you don't see in high school ball, you don't see a lot of quarters go by in 20 minutes, but we're just about to see that. And again, going back from the pistol, and that's not going to be close to the first down. He didn't even quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. Alex Wallace on the reception.
Corbin Howard's pass, complete to number 11, Alex Wallace. Tackle for the Trojans made by number 19, Chase Jennings. And number 34, JP.
And Alex made it for maybe a yard on the play. And that is the end of the first quarter. So it really played to what the pregame hype has been all about. It was a dead even game. Nobody has scored. And we'll be back with the start of the second quarter right after this timeout.
Buddy, I'm not feeling too good after all this summer heat.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm about to blow a coil.
Let McCoy's Heating and Air give your unit a little TLC. Maintenance is the key to staying worry-free. Right now, schedule a one-time cleaning for only $90. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com.
McCoy's got us in great shape, unlike that guy.
Jackson's most trusted team of technicians. York and McCoy's Heating and Air.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Pools and Spa's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive for full details and see available styles in person.
Aloha Pools and Spas, and you still got time to enjoy that because it's still warm out there and it's going to be for at least another week or so. Back to punt formation here as we start the second quarter. And this one is a pretty deep kick. And it is going to roll. Can they catch up with it in time? And I think it goes into the end zone for a touchback. No, they're going to mark it on the 1-yard line. And I'm hearing some fans below me who don't like that call, but let me tell you something, folks. That one went all the way down to the 1-yard line, a 58-yard punt. That is the absolute longest of the season for the Bruins. And it could be a career high. Now, the officials are over discussing things again. And I don't know whether they're talking about whether it actually was a touchback or they're going to rule it down on the 1. Yep, there we go. So give him an extra yard on that. It was actually a 59-yard punt, but they're going to start on the 20. Just from our vantage point, way above everything, it appeared that the momentum carried the Bruin defenders into the end zone, which that is invariably a touchback. So they're going to have to go 80 yards, but the Bruins did a terrific job of sending them back in their own territory and almost had it back on the 1. So Patterson's in the shotgun. One man in the backfield, and they've got 4 wide receivers. And you're going to go right up the middle with it and pick up of about 4. Keeping those legs churning was Devontae Dillard.
Tackle on the play for the Bruins, number 15, Ben Melton.
And you can see how the blocking was very strong for him up front. Bruins thought they had him for a 2-yard gain, but he just kept churning those legs and got to the 24, 2nd down and 6. Look for a rush on this one. And instead, trying to get around the corner and nothing doing. Pickup maybe of about 2 for Dillard.
Demonte Dillard around the right side. He's tackled by number 8, Miles Horton.
Miles Horton in on the tackle.
The ball spotted at the 27-yard line. It's 3rd down, 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 for the Trojans. So again, a big 3rd down play. They've converted 2 out of 4 opportunities tonight on 3rd down. And you can see some shifting on the part of the Bruins. And they're going to try to run it once again, and Dillard does not get there. They hold him to a 1-yard gain. Great combination on that. Sam McMillan was in on it. And Horton was in on it, as well as Carson Moore.
4th down, Trojans, 2 yards.
So they have had Dillard's number in this one tonight. He's carried the ball 7 times, but has only managed 12 yards. And so the Bruins have held them to a 4th down at the 28. Back to punt. And that's a high, deep kick. And it's going to hit on about the 30 and keep rolling and rolling and rolling to about the 23.
Down to the 22-yard line. The Bruins will take over on offense first.
So once again, the two teams exchange very deep punts. That was huge. They're going to spot it on the 23. So that's a 49-yard punt with no return. We haven't had any explosive returns in this game so far. So the Bruins, they spotted actually on the 22, so make that a 50-yard punt. So the Bruins have to navigate 78 yards on the play. Howard back calling signals in the shotgun. And going around left tackle, Noah Spencer actually wound up on top of his defender.
Spencer around the left side is tackled by number 30.
And Noah picks up 3.
The ball at the 25-yard line. That's a 3-yard
And when it comes to rushing, this is going to be a grinded-out game tonight. We've seen nobody get a breakaway run so far in this first half with 9 minutes and about 10 seconds to go. And there's one lateral pass, and Noah's going to see if he can do whatever he can out of that, and he gets it to about the 28.
Corbin Howard's pass complete to number 5, Noah Spencer. Tackle for the Trojans, number 5, Alex Musgrave.
So a gain of about 4. So far tonight, 4 out of 6 with 1 interception for Corbin Howard for 50 yards. And it is a 3rd down and 5. Big 3rd down play on offense for the Bruins. And he's going to send a man in motion. Getting plenty of pass protection. He's got a man open. And the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45. He may go a long way, and he did to the 31-yard line. Great reception by Mills Terry.
Number 12, Mills Terry. On the tackle for the Trojans, number 5, Alex Musgrave. The ball at the 31.
Musgrave finally stops it. But look at this. Nobody was out there to cover Mills on that one, and he just takes off with it. And that is a pickup of 42 yards on the play. And here goes Noah down to the 25. So the passing game is beginning to pay off for the Bruins tonight. And Noah picks up on that one from the 31 to the 25, a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4.
It is 2nd down.
And the Bruins are not really going tempo tonight. They're taking their time.
2nd and about 4.
All right, he's going to have 2 men in the backfield. Don't be surprised if one man goes in motion, and there he is. It's Noah. And the handoff goes up the middle to Titus Taylor, and he gets nothing. So he's back at the 25.
Tackle made by number 19, Chase Jennings.
Chase Jennings on the stop.
No gain on the play.
And he was looking for some blocking right there as he made his cut back to the left, and it just wasn't there. So the Bruins are still with a 3rd down and a long 3. Patterson gets his signal for defense, and Howard gets his signal for offense. And he's going to hand it off to Noah. And Noah he cuts back up the middle and gets the 1st down. That's not a fumble. He was already ruled down at the 16-yard line. But we got a flag on the play, and could be holding because he suddenly was hemmed up and then, yep, that's exactly what it is. That's the first penalty of the night against the Bruins. Sometimes it works, but when you see a situation where you got a guy that is hemmed up like he was for no gain, and then suddenly he caroms off and goes for about a 9-yard gain, and if that flag goes down, it is typically going to be a holding situation.
3rd and 14 yards to go.
So it's now 3rd and 14 after Noah appeared to have gained the 1st down. Now they're going to have to go for one, and this is going to probably be a pass play. Once again, you got a man in motion right. It's Alex Wallace. And he's hemmed up, and he's trying to get rid of it, and it was too high. Alex tried to reach up high, would likely not have led to a 1st down, but it was way too high for Alex.
34.
So it's a 4th down play. It'll be interesting to see if the Bruins try to make this one a 4-down territory play because they are at the 35. And it looks, even though with 14 to go, that they're going to try to go for this one. And you say, why not in a situation like this? There's no score, and if you even get 5-6 yards, you've pinned them back to the 30. And he's taking about a 3-step drop. He's going to go over the middle, and he's caught it, and he dropped it. Oh, my goodness. Noah had it, and it went off his hip. So the Trojans will have it at their own 35. This was a monumental effort on the part of Noah Spencer. He had it, but he had 2 men covering him, and it just went off his hip, and nobody's any more frustrated about it than is Noah Spencer. So the ball back to the 35, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Trojans from there with about half a quarter remaining. Boy, Sam McMillan has had himself a tremendous game on defense and getting out through some daylight and a pickup of about 12 yards on the play, finally taken down by Justin Parker. But we got a flag. Let's wait and see what the flag shows. Face mask against the Bruins. So that's going to tack on some more yardage. It was a 13-yard run as it was.
Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. 1st down, Trojans.
So the Trojans, just like that, have picked up 28 yards. They're down to the Bruin 39. And a handoff up the middle. And he's going to pick up maybe, and just those legs and that big mass of men pulling him along. Looks like he's picked up 9 yards on the play.
Tackled by a host of Bruins.
And Devontae gets it all the way to the 39.
The ball at the 30-yard line. It's 2nd down, a yard.
And they're finding some holes to open for him, so it is 2nd and 1 from the 30. Again, nobody's been able to push it across into the end zone. And here goes a quick handoff, and he's going right through several men. Finally, it's Noah Spencer who brings him down. And not before he picks up 10 more yards on the play. And that is the 5th 1st down of the game. And as you see it here, let's take a timeout. Bruins take timeout. We will right here on your Bruin Network.
Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Pools and Spas' massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Derek Pritchard took that timeout after 32 yards on 3 carries and right up the middle for the touchdown. Devontae Dillard, and that drive was all him. A 20-yard run. And Dillard, during that drive, which started at the 35-yard line, it was 65 yards in 5 plays. And it was also aided and abetted by that. And the extra point is up and good. That was also aided and abetted by that face mask penalty. So it's 5:03 remaining in the first half, and Northpoint gets on the board first, 7-0. Back with the kickoff right after this.
New Nissans are rolling in. Over 70 new Nissans to choose from. That means special incentives. 0% financing up to 60 months. And invoice pricing, so you pay what we pay. Plus over 70 pre-owned units. Something for everyone. Certified pre-owned too. Luxury vehicles. BMW, Lexus, Alfa Romeo, and much more at Carlock Prestige. Check out all we have to offer at CarlockNissanofJackson.com. You should already be here.
Well, back we are live from Trojan Field in South Haven, Mississippi. Steve Beverly, and that drive was the last 4 plays, all Devontae Dillard. 4 carries for 52 yards on the drive that was 5 plays and 65 yards. And Northpoint has the lead 7-0. And the Bruins have had some solid offense tonight, just have not been able to consistently get it across. High, lazy kick is taken at the 22. And he's going down the right sideline, left sidelines, and finally is forced out of bounds just across the 40.
On the return, number 4, Aaron Tunstall.
Tunstall.
Runs out of bounds at the 39.
And they're going to mark it at the 39. So a 19-yard return. And the Bruins will have to navigate 61 yards on this drive with less than 5 minutes to go in the first half. And we've only been playing 27 minutes. This thing has just zipped along. Let's see what kind of answer they can come up with. He's back in the shotgun. Got a man in motion. And he's bootlegging right. Fires it over the middle, and he had his man, but it was knocked away. Alex Wallace was there. That was excellent one-on-one defense.
2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line.
92 yards passing on the night, 5 out of 10 for Corbin Howard. You got 2 receivers spread out extremely wide on each end, and this time it's a handoff to Noah. And Noah just is finding the going tough. I don't think he picked up anything.
Spencer up the middle, tackled by.
And so far tonight, they haven't been able to get him out into clean air. He's carried 7 times for 16 yards.
9 yards to go.
And checking back in is Aaron Tunstall for the Bruins. So they'll go 3rd and 9 from the 40. Howard looking to the sidelines for his play. Bo Wallace giving him his signals, his offensive coordinator. And Noah's going to flank him in the backfield.
Flag on the play.
And that's going to be timeout called for the Bruins. So they're going to talk over this 3rd down play. We'll be back with it right after this.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires. We can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
I don't mind telling you, I take my cars to King Tire for their automotive work, and we appreciate them sponsoring USJ football. All right, big 3rd down play for the Bruins here as the time evaporates here in the 2nd quarter. 3 wide receivers right. And he's going to roll out right and fire it toward the out-of-bounds area. And let's see if they rule him in. Yes, they do, and that looks like a 1st down. Ryan Hutchison hauls it in. And this one went just exactly as designed. He sidearmed it somewhat. And coming back to the ball was Hutchison, and he gets the 1st down. That's the 5th first down of the game for the Bruins. And Noah, again, the going is tough tonight.
Noah Spencer.
Pickup of about 1 on the play.
On the tackle for the Trojans, number 72, Chris Soriano.
So give him to the 47, picks up 2.
It is second down, 2nd and 8 yards to go.
Back in the shotgun once again is Howard, and Noah right behind him. And this time they've got 3 wide receivers left. And he fakes the handoff and then instead flanks it out. And here goes Ryan. He's at the 30, 25, 20, and finally took 3 men to bring him down at the 18-yard line. A pickup of 29 yards and another first down for the Bruins. 131 yards passing. This one was his design. Look at him, the blocking, and he just takes out between those 3 defenders and carries them down the field. And we got timeout called.
Timeout on the field. It's called by Northpoint.
Northpoint takes timeout. We will too. Bruins are driving. We'll see if they can get it in right after this.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Well, I can guarantee you Paul Hutchison was very, very pleased to see what Ryan managed on that previous pass play. That was the longest one of the night for the Bruins. And they've moved it down to the 20.5-yard line. This is the deepest threat of the game for the Bruins. And again, 3 wide receivers flanked out right, fakes the handoff. And once again, it's Hutchison, and he's going to carry men, spins, and finally goes out at the 13.
Pass complete to number 13, Ryan Hutchison, brought down for the Trojans.
Pickup of 7 or 8 on the play.
The ball is spotted at the 14-yard line. It is second down.
2nd down and 3. And look at him spin off 1 tackler. All right, this time, 3 wide receivers left. Noah in the backfield. He'll take it, and he is being chased and manages to get 1.
On the carries, number 5, Noah Spencer.
So it's going to be a big 3rd down and 3, and we're under 2 minutes to go.
No gain on the play, 3rd down.
So they're going to have to play with some sense of urgency. Noah in the backfield once again, and the 3 wide receivers are right. And they're showing blitz. And that's exactly what they did, and he manages to get it away. Can he get it to the first down marker? He's churning those legs, gets it to about the 12.
Corbin Howard's pass complete to number 11,
Alex was trying everything he could possibly do to get there. So it's 4th down now.
The ball is spotted at the 13-yard line, gain of a yard. 4th down, 3 yards to go.
He's got to get just inside the 11 for the first down. And they're going for it for 4th down. Under a minute to go. You got to believe it has to happen on this play. And timeout's going to be called. We'll keep it right here.
Trojan Stadium is called by USJ.
So USJ is going to talk this one over.
9.4 seconds.
We got 49.4 seconds remaining. They trail 7-0. This is a big 4th down play for Bo Wallace to draw up, the offensive coordinator. And the key thing on this one, they managed on the first pass play to Ryan Hutchison to get it down to the 14, and it was a 2nd and 3, but the going has been just difficult since that time. Nobody had scored in the game until 5:03 was left here in the first half. And Devontae Dillard scored on a 20-yard run, and the extra point was good to make it a 7-0 game. And the Bruins, this would be huge because they get the ball to start the second half. So this would be huge to be able to try to punch this in, but more importantly right now, they got to get a first down.
Invite them to attend. Our admissions director, Ms. Sheila Sharon, is taking reservations for those attending.
All right, let's see how he's going to call this one. He's got Alex Wallace split out to the left. Ryan Hutchison is lined up behind the front line. And now they shift where Noah Spencer is. They're going to have to hurry to get this one off. And he's going to go for it all. Go into the end zone, and it was knocked in. A flag. That's going to be pass interference. And they're going to call that one on Alex Musgrave. He had Alex open, and it was knocked away, but the official threw the flag, and so that's going to be half the distance to the goal line. So that'll probably take it down to the 7 for a 1st and goal.
Referee's indication of penalty, pass interference against the Trojans.
So the Bruins with their 7th first down of the game.
To the 7-yard line, it's 1st down goal to go for the Bruins.
So that was a penalty that the Bruins will accept at any given time, particularly with a shade less than 44 seconds remaining in this first half. All right, he's got Alex Wallace in motion. And he's going to hand it off to Noah Spencer. Noah's looking for blockers. He's punched it to about the 4.
On the carry, number 5.
Now they're going to have to get back over the ball very quickly and try to spike it.
Number 19, Chase Jennings. Number 3, Harrison now in there as well. 2nd down.
And that clock is ticking fast. They're at with 20 seconds left. They got to hurry, and they're still talking it over. Big play, and they have got to hurry it. And he's firing it to Noah, and Noah, it breaks off one tackle. They're going to have to call timeout if they have one left very quickly. And the clock is just ticking down. They obviously had no timeouts remaining, and he was stopped at the 3-yard line, and unfortunately, the Bruins could not punch it in and had no timeouts left to stop the clock. So after that drive that got them down to almost the 3-yard line, they find themselves still down 7-0 here as they go to the locker room. And this is one where it's been the Bruins passing against the running of Devontae Dillard for Northpoint. Dillard scoring the game's only touchdown in a first half that was played, believe it or not, in 49 minutes. So it's 7-0. Northpoint on top. Bruins will get the second half kickoff. So let's take ourselves a break for several minutes and greet our sponsors, and then when we come back, we'll have your halftime stats for you, so stay with us.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Buddy, I'm not feeling too good after all this summer heat.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm about to blow a coil.
Let McCoy's Heating and Air give your unit a little TLC. Maintenance is the key to staying worry-free. Right now, schedule a one-time cleaning for only $90. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com.
McCoy's got us in great shape, unlike that guy.
Jackson's most trusted team of technicians. York and McCoy's Heating and Air.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
New Nissans are rolling in. Over 70 new Nissans to choose from. That means special incentives. 0% financing up to 60 months. And invoice pricing, so you pay what we pay. Plus over 70 pre-owned units. Something for everyone. Certified pre-owned too. Luxury vehicles. BMW, Lexus, Alfa Romeo, and much more at Carlock Prestige. Check out all we have to offer at CarlockNissanofJackson.com. You should already be here.
I will be the greatest, greatest, greatest. 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 I will be
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt, and let my family take care of yours.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
New Nissans are rolling in. Over 70 new Nissans to choose from. That means special incentives. 0% financing up to 60 months. And invoice pricing, so you pay what we pay. Plus over 70 pre-owned units. Something for everyone. Certified pre-owned too. Luxury vehicles. BMW, Lexus, Alfa Romeo, and much more at Carlock Prestige. Check out all we have to offer at CarlockNissanofJackson.com. You should already be here.
And it is halftime. Bruins trailing the Northpoint Trojans 7-0. Here is your halftime stats brought to you by Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. First downs, the Bruins actually have the edge 7-6. And it has been somewhat of the inverse of what we expected, because with a quarterback like Jack Patterson for Northpoint passing for more than 1,000 yards, you expected him to be really leading that part of the game tonight. The Bruins have almost doubled the offensive totals tonight of Northpoint, and yet they trail 7-0. For Corbin Howard, he's 10 out of 15 with 1 interception that snuffed out what was a deep Bruin drive early in the game, 142 yards passing. And Ryan Hutchison has been on the edge of 2 big gainers tonight. For Northpoint, Patterson has been held to 1 for 3 for 12 yards as they have emphasized the running game. The Bruins did a good job of controlling that until the 1 scoring drive when Devontae Dillard tore out for 4 carries for 52 yards out of the 65-yard drive. So you can see tonight it looks as though they have really been keying in on Noah Spencer. They have held him to 10 carries for 22 yards. The team total for the Bruins, 12 carries for only 20 yards tonight. Northpoint, 16 for 72. But do the math, the Bruins with 162 yards offense and Northpoint with 84. Look at that, and it just, it's a head-scratcher right there. Return yardage tonight, there's only been 2 kicks returned, the Bruins for 19 and Northpoint for 30. Nobody's lost a fumble in the game. Northpoint did cough it up one time but got back on top of it. Penalties. This has been a tough one tonight. And let me flip that around. I think I gave Paul the wrong total there because it is in opposite totals. Your penalties are where the punts are and the punts are where the penalties are. That's my fault. I take the shall they say, the sword on that one. In punting tonight, the Bruins had their longest punt of the season, 59 yards, and Northpoint has punted 3 times for 45 yards. Now, penalties, there was a 15-yard penalty for face mask against the Bruins that really was one that hurt in the scoring drive. And we got it right now. Paul is a genius. I just am always amazed at anything he can do with graphics. Penalties, the Bruins 2 out of their 2 penalties, 25 yards. Northpoint 2 penalties for 17 yards. One of them almost helped the Bruins get into the end zone on a pass interference penalty late in the half, but the Bruins were scrambling around trying to get a play off, and they could not get it in the end zone, and they had no timeouts remaining. So that was one of the challenges at the end of the half when it looked as though we might be seeing a tie game. But that's it. The big story so far has been Devontae Dillard with his running, and the fact that the Bruins have doubled the offensive total of the Trojans but haven't been able to push it in yet despite 2 rather deep drives, one that took them inside the 10. They were in the red zone, couldn't get it in. And we're about 3.5 minutes away from the start of our second half. Bruins will receive the kickoff. So we hope you're going to stay with us all the way through. And so let's take one more quick 2-minute break. And when we come back, we'll have the second half right here from South Haven, Mississippi.
Heavenly Sunshine Property Service.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Psst, buddy, I'm not feeling too good after all this summer heat.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm about to blow a coil.
Let McCoy's Heating and Air give your unit a little TLC. Maintenance is the key to staying worry-free. Right now, schedule a one-time cleaning for only $90. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com.
McCoy's got us in great shape, unlike that guy.
Jackson's most trusted team of technicians. York and McCoy's Heating and Air.
Football is one reason to love fall. Here's another. Save up to $16,000 on a fully loaded in-ground pool built this fall. Come by Aloha Pools and Spa's massive showroom on Carriage House Drive for full details and see available styles in person. Cooler weather this fall and a colder winter makes a spa even more enjoyable. Aloha Pools and Spa's massive showroom features a huge selection of spas from the biggest names in the business. Come see us on Carriage House Drive in Jackson.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
About a minute before we start the second half, and Bruins trailing at 7-0. It is a really interesting setup here that they have at Trojan Field here at Northpoint Christian School. They have a lawn that is from about the 25-yard line all the way to the end zone that fans can bring their lawn chairs and enjoy the game that way. Now, I'm not sure they do it as much when it starts freezing as you get later in the season. But it's a pretty neat thing. It's a little bit hard. I think you have to stand up to be able to see plays going all the way into the opposite end zone from where they are. But very hospitable folks to us here tonight, and we really appreciate that as these two teams are meeting, each of them in their second division contest of the season. And this one is for leadership because each team is 1-0. Both teams 4-2. On the season. The victory for USJ was last week against St. George's, and Northpoint winning its opener last week. So whoever wins this one tonight will remain at least tied for the division lead. And they're going to give them a couple of extra minutes to warm up here. The Bruins in that first half had two really deep drives. The one that was the heartbreaker was there at the end of the first half, in which they knew they had no timeouts left, but they were scrambling to try to get that ball in the end zone. They had attempted one pass by Corbin Howard that was right in the hands of Alex Wallace, but it was, shall we say, knocked away by interference. So that gave the Bruins a 1st and goal on the 7, and one play managed to only get about 1 yard, and so they could not get the ball back and centered to be able to get another play off. So let's see what they'll be able to do when they come back out onto the field, and you can see the Bruins right up at the top of your screen beginning to enter once again. Northpoint Christian School is a school affiliated with Broadway Baptist Church here in South Haven, which is directly next door to the school. And they have had a group of people from Life Action Ministries, which comes into private Christian schools and leads them in various ministerial activities during the course of a given week. They've been here all week long, and that's one of the real strong suits of this school here in the Memphis area. Remember, we'll be back with you again next Friday night. We'll be live back from Carlock Stadium. It'll be the final home game of the season, and the Bruins will be taking on another toughie, as they'll be going up against Evangelical Christian. And we'll be there. 6:45 will be our pregame show, and then kickoff will be at 7. Right here on Worthy Road Sports Network, as well as the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. And remember, this copyrighted telecast is a production of Worthy Road Studios. Any other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the expressed written consent of Worthy Road Studios and its executive producer, Paul Schultze, is strictly prohibited. We're ready for our Campbell King kickoff. We've only had, so far in the game tonight, this is only the third kickoff, so we haven't had the opportunity to mention our good friends from Campbell King. And here we go with the kick. Bruins would love to get good field position and let the second half begin. It's a high and relatively deep kick back to the 7. And trying to fly that thing down the left-hand side of the field, getting about 16 yards on the return, is Drew English.
Tackle for the Trojans, number 24, Greg Patterson.
Greg Patterson in on the stop. So 16-yard return. Bruins have to navigate 75 yards for a tying touchdown. They've had a hard time with the running game tonight, and Noah Spencer has had to fight for every one of his 22 yards in the first half. They've had good success passing to Ryan Hutchison as well as Alex Wallace. And there's a screen, and he's going to pick up a first down on that one. And let's see if Ryan gets across the 40. He does to the 41, a 16-yard pickup. And this was a well-designed play. And you can see Ryan just picks up that speed. And all of a sudden he found a triangle there and knocked him out of bounds. But a 16-yard pickup. That's the 8th first down of the game for the Bruins. Noah Spencer lined up behind Corbin Howard. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. And instead, he's going to go to Noah, and Noah's going to try to get away from this swarming defense, and he's, again, going to have to struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's 2nd and 10. They have just really scouted him out well on video without any question. And they actually marked it back at the 39, so make it 2nd down and 12. 3 wide receivers right. Noah still in the backfield with Howard. And they're continuing to try to get the right signal from the sidelines. Back in the shotgun, going back to pass. That's been the strong suit tonight. And let's see, are they going to give it to him? Or did they say he trapped it? And they say that it bounced, ruled it incomplete. Let's take a look at it again on the Carlock replay. He had the range. Yep, it hit just about a quarter of a yard in front of him. That would have been a sure first down. And this is a big 3rd and 12 for the Bruins. They'd like to be able to get this opening drive, one in which they can get some deep penetration. They got 4 wide receivers this time, and he's going to go for it again. Instead, He's going to run a quarterback draw. Don't think he's going to get the first down as they slam him down at the 48, and that is going to be unnecessary roughness. And they're going to charge that to J.R. Bunch, so the Bruins get a big break and a first down nonetheless. Gain of 7 on the play for.
The ball's down at the 48-yard line.
And that's the first time he has called his own number tonight.
Referee's indication of penalty, personal foul against Northpoint. 15 yards added on.
That's a 15-yard penalty. And you can see it again. He just slammed him to the ground after he was already out of bounds. And the officials weren't going to have any part of it. Yep. That was almost a waist lift takedown like you saw in pro wrestling. And he's going to go back deep and going for the bomb. And wide open and catches it at the 15-yard line. Noah Spencer, 32-yard gain on the play.
USJ. The ball is at the 15-yard line.
So he's at the 15. Ten first downs for the Bruins. 1st and 10 at the 15. And Noah has nowhere to go, and he finds some room and gets maybe one. They have just not been able to stop this offensive line from swarming him tonight. He's been held to 21 yards on 12 carries after last week scoring 3 touchdowns. By the way, my thanks to my good friend Alexander Bitterling for subbing last week. Did a terrific job calling the game. And he had a lot of explosive points. 2nd and 9 from the 14. He's got one receiver flanked out left. Going back to pass once again. And he fires it. It was a little bit too much hesitation. He was trying to get it. It looked as though he was trying to get that one, and I'm trying to see who that was. He was trying to get it to Ryan Hutchison. And Ryan was open. It was just really a little bit too much hesitation trying to get rid of the ball. So here they go once again. This is a big 3rd down play. 3rd and 9 from the 14. Got a man in motion. That's Alex Wallace. He's going back to pass again. It's going to be a screen, and it was just off the hands of Noah Spencer. So it is a 4th down. Now the question is, do they go for a field goal, which they have attempted a couple of times this season, and try to make it a 7-3 game? As you see this, Noah was open, but it was just too wide. And let's see if they're going to go for the field goal or if they're going to go for this one. Howard is lined up. Yet they are going to try to kick this one. This is going to be a 31-yard field goal attempt. And trying to get some points on the board. Placed down and up. And good. So Cooper delivers a 31-yard field goal. Cooper Sykes, the junior, with 9:15 remaining. So it's a 7-3 game. Let's take a break. We'll be back with a kickoff right after this.
New Nissans are rolling in. Over 70 new Nissans to choose from. That means special incentives. 0% financing up to 60 months. And invoice pricing, so you pay what we pay. Plus over 70 pre-owned units. Something for everyone. Certified pre-owned too. Luxury vehicles. BMW, Lexus, Alfa Romeo, and much more at Carlock Prestige. Check out all we have to offer at CarlockNissanofJackson.com. You should already be here.
Well, here we are back, 9:09 to go. Bruins a 31-yard Cooper Sykes field goal to make it a 7-3 game. And coming in for your Campbell King interior kickoff It's Anderson Preston, and he fires one that's going to go to about the 8, and he fumbled it out of bounds.
The kick goes out of bounds.
J.R. Bunch was going to try to field that one, and it went off his fingertips and went out of bounds, so they're going to start deep in their own territory.
Northpoint will have it 1st and 10 from the 11.
So they're going to have to go 89 yards on this one back to the 11. I got to salute USJ for having confidence in a field goal kicker, because even in this day and time, a lot of coaches just absolutely refuse to kick field goals. And when you got a guy, and that one would have been good from close to 40. You got a guy who can do that and get you points on the board, you go for it. That goes to Devontae Dillard, and he's trying to get up around left tackle, and he does get a big gainer.
Devontae Dillard on the carry for the Trojans. He's brought down by number 7, Sam McMillan. Dillard across the 20 to the 23-yard.
And that's another first down. Northpoint with 7 first downs in the game, and Dillard's running game is really running wild. 76 yards rushing tonight. They're going to go with him again. This time, USJ is on top of him after a gain of 3.
Devontae Dillard up the middle. He's brought down by number 8, Miles.
And they're going to actually spot it at the 26. So it's going to be 2nd and 7.
7 yards to go.
They contained Dillard well in the first quarter, but he really picked up the pace in the second. They're going to go with him again. This time, he breaks one tackle, but they swarm under him at the 30.
Dillard around the left side. Tackle made by number 4, Aaron Tunstall.
Tunstall and Wallace in on the stop. So it's at the 31. 3rd down and 2. Gain of 5 on that one. They've got 1 wide receiver out left and 2 right. And instead they're going to hand off, and he is taking off. And finally bringing him down at the 49-yard line is Drew English.
Brought down by number 9, Drew English. The ball at the 50-yard line. First down, Trojans.
So he has really taken off here in this game. He's now over 100 yards. And that's the eighth first down for Northpoint. This time, look at him just bang off the defenders. He picks up 2.
To the 48-yard line, where he's tackled by number 11, Alex Wallace.
Alex Wallace in on the stop. 16 carries for 106 yards, and now they're trying to go a little more tempo. And that's when they seem to really pick up their engines here in this one, is when they started going tempo. But in this case, they slowed it back up, trying to get the signal from the sidelines. And they're taking a lot of time off this clock here, as we're under 6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. High snap, and he's churning those legs and gets it to the 40, or to the 45.
To the 45-yard line. He's tackled by number 2, Nate Hike. Third down for the Trojans.
3rd down and 5 from the 45. Again, a huge play here for the Bruins to get a stop. This looks like it would probably be outside of 4-down territory unless they get it inside the 40. High snap, and that one almost picked off, and he would have gone to the house. And you can see how Christian Melton felt about that one. Hands on the head. That was huge. He would have gone for 6. Ironically, that is only the 4th pass thrown tonight by Jack Patterson, who has completed 71% of his passes on the season. And it does look like they may be going to try to make this 4-down territory. And so they've got 3 wide receivers split out left and 1 right. Bruins making adjustments on defense. Patterson going back to pass. And he's in trouble. Is he going to make it? No, he did not. He was stopped at the 41. He had to get to the 40. to get the first down, so the Bruins will take it over on downs.
Short of first down, the ball goes over on downs.
Patterson looked like he was going to try to slide into it, but he went forward and could not convert the fourth down into a first. So the Bruins will take over in excellent field position on the 42. And particularly the way they moved the ball on their first drive of the season, the first drive of this contest. They did it on the first drive of the season, too, very well. And they're having a long discussion on this one before they come back out. Let's see what Bo Wallace has dialed up. They got to navigate 58 yards to try to go ahead in this game. And flag on the play for delay of game. It looked like that was an excessively long time that they were over discussing it. So they'll start back from the 37. First and 15. That's 30 yards and penalties against the Bruins tonight. He's got 2 men in the backfield and 1 man in motion. Ryan Hutchison goes all the way out right. And there's a screen pass over behind him, and here goes Noah Spencer, 50, 45. He stutter steps and finally is taken out of bounds at the 39. And this was a case of just throw it out in the flat, and let's see what Noah can do with his legs, and he proved what he could do. It may not count in rushing, but it doesn't matter. He's down to the 41-yard line. And that one was a 22-yard pickup. Taking their time over the snap. And nowhere to go on this one. They tried to go to Titus. And Taylor is dropped for a 4-yard loss.
Second down, 2nd and 14.
Noah's going to be in the backfield once again. Hutchison is going out left. You got 4 wide receivers here. And he takes it out of the shotgun, and it's going to go over the middle and off of the hip, once again, of Aaron Tunsil. And that's happened to the Bruins a couple of times tonight. 13 of 22 with 1 interception for 212 yards tonight. So Corbin Howard has had some excellent stats tonight. Let's see if he can get them down to the 31 on this 3rd and 14. This time it's 3 wide receivers and Spencer in the backfield once again, and he can be used as a receiver as well. And instead he's going to be a blocker. And there's the pass high, and it was almost intercepted. That one was just too high for Mills Terry. And Mills was open.
4th and 14 from the 45-yard line.
So it's 4th and 14. That one was just too high, and he probably would have converted the first down. So they are at the 45, and it looks like the punt unit is coming in. It would be a bit risky on a 4th and 14 this close to midfield to try to go for it unless you're very late in the game. And here goes your Campbell King Interiors punt. And again, another solid kick. And that one is going to stop at the 1. Now, we had a situation earlier that they ruled a touchback, and they're going to do that again. They came very, very close to downing that on the 1-yard line, but it was a 45-yard punt. The Bruins tonight averaging 52 yards a punt. So it's back at the 20 once again for the Trojans with 4:03 to go here in the third quarter.
Thank you for your support of Trojan football.
Dillard, the game leader in rushing with 106 yards, and he's been hard to bring down since the second quarter, and they go to him again, and this time he goes down quickly. A loss of 1 on the play, and you had a swarm of Bruins.
Tackle on the play, number 8, Miles Horton. No gain, second down, 10 yards to go. The ball range at the 20-yard line.
So we'll say a loss of 1 on that. Second down and 11. It's close to the 20, but they gave him the benefit of the doubt. Bruins with a swarming defense on that play. They're going to need to do that. And he's going to go back to pass this time, and the Bruins are trying to rush. And they're going to take him down at about the 22. And on that one, an excellent job by Sam McMillan.
Number 7, Sam McMillan, and number 64, Carson Moore.
Carson Moore was in there to slow him up.
Patterson to the 23-yard line. Third down, 3rd and 7 yards to go for the Trojans.
So it's 3rd and 7 for the Trojans. Another big third down play, and they've been the equal to it so far tonight, have the Bruins. Under 3 minutes to go in this third quarter, and they're going to rush him. He manages to elude one defender. Can he get to the 30? He does. He's picked it up all the way to the 39-yard line.
Brought down by number 11, Alex Wallace at the 40-yard line.
Alex Wallace brings him down. It looked as though, and they just went right by him, and he dodged away from it. And a gain of 9 and another first down. So it's been Patterson using his legs on this drive. 9th first down of the game for Northpoint, 11 for the Bruins. And there you go. Picking up 9 on the play is Dillard once again.
Tackle made by number 11, Alex Wallace. Dillard to the
Alex has had 6 tackles tonight. Sam McMillan, 8. Alex with that firm, as he barreled him down on that one, but not before he picked up 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. And they're probably going to just use as much clock as they possibly can here in this third quarter to go into the fourth period with a 7-3 lead. And there is a bit of a shovel pass and going down the sidelines. And that is Grayson Alford.
For the Trojans, number 4, Grayson Alford down the right side into Bruin territory at the 32-yard line.
Just a bit of a shovel pass. And another first down, their 10th of the game, as he gets all the way down to the 31-yard line. A 21-yard gain. That's only the second completion of the night. And here goes Dillard once again, and he bounces off one defender, and he's trying to get off a second and gets it down all the way down to the 22. But we got a flag. Let's see what it is. He bounced off one defender and finally was taken down by Ben Melton. Face mask against, that's the second time tonight that the Bruins have been called for a face mask.
15-yard penalty added on to the end of the run, actually half the distance to the goal. Moves the ball.
So the ball moves
12-yard line.
to the 12-yard line.
12-yard line's where it's spotted. First down, Trojans.
That is 11 first downs, but the penalties really killing the Bruins. Right up the middle, Dillard, he saw pay dirt. He gets it down to the 8.
Up the middle. Tackle made by number 11, Alex Wallace.
Alex in for his 7th tackle of the game.
Second down, a yard to go.
2nd and 1. Bruins need a big goal line stand, but Dillard's going to take it in untouched.
22, DeMonte Dillard, 4 yards and the Trojan touchdown.
And Dillard with his 2nd touchdown of the game. So Dillard with a 4-yard run, and he just moved right around right tackle. So it's a 13-3 game, and Smith in to try the extra point. With 29 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the kick is good.
29.1 seconds to go in the third quarter. Northpoint.
So the Bruins in this type of game are going to have their work cut out for them. They need an answer score that hits the end zone very quickly as we approach the start of the fourth quarter. 14-3, timeout. We'll be back with a kick right after this.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires. We can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
Well, here's Brady Smith lining up for your Campbell King Interiors kickoff. And that drive, 80 yards in 8 plays for this Northpoint Christian team, and there's your kick. And it takes it back on the 8-yard line. And here's Noah trying to get across the 20 and slips.
Number 5, Noah Spencer on the return.
About a 14-yard return. So USJ, and I don't like to see that. I hope Noah has not rolled his ankle, but he is really favoring it, trying to walk it off. So he'll come out for this series. He's done that once before in the second game of the season. It looked like that he may have jammed that ankle a bit, and he came back in quickly, but Bruins are going to have to go without him at least at the early part of this series. So that means it's up to Titus Taylor at running back. 4 wide receivers, 3 of them split out right. And they go to Titus, and he moves forward. He's churning. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And Titus picks up, it looks to be 2 yards on the play. And that is the end of the third quarter. So another touchdown in the third for another one in the third quarter for Northpoint. The Trojans lead the Bruins 14-3, so we got to go get them Bruins. And we'll be back to see the final 12 minutes right after this.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Fourth quarter underway. Bruins with it at their own 23. Titus Taylor still in the backfield after Noah Spencer jammed his ankle a bit. Going back to pass is Howard, and he gets it over the middle. Getting up high for that reception to Mills Terry. And he gets to the 37-yard line, and that's a 14-yard pickup for Mills and the Bruins. And you can see a perfectly timed pattern. 236 yards passing on the night for Corbin Howard. He's got 3 wide receivers left, and he's looking for one of them to be open. He may have to take this one himself. He's holding it off, fires it, and intercepted, but is he out of bounds? That's going to be the question. That ball was snatched away by Alex Musgrave.
Broken up for the Trojans, number 5, Alex Musgrave.
Musgrave had it in the corner, but he didn't get his feet in bounds.
The incomplete pass brings up second down. It's 2nd and 10.
Yep, he did not have his feet in bounds at all. 2nd and 10 for the Bruins at their own 37. And this is a drive you have to believe it's got to happen on, because you're not going to get the ball back that many more times in this game. Taylor in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, and he's going to go long. He's got a man open, and he's got it. It's Ryan Hutchison. Can he get it in all the way down to the 2-yard line?
Pass from Corbin Howard, complete deep.
What a timing pattern.
Hutchison on the tackle for the Trojans.
And he fired that about as far as he possibly could. Ryan picks it up on the 25 and takes it all the way to the 2. My goodness. A 52-yard pickup. This is the deepest the Bruins have been. And can't make it in. Gets to about the 2. And Noah's back in there trying to see if he can push it in. Bruins with 14 first downs in the game.
Ball still at the 3-yard line.
Bruins desperately need a touchdown here. And trust the defense to get the ball back for them. He's going to fire it to the end zone, going left. Touchdown, Bruins! It is Alex Wallace. And again, a perfectly timed pattern on that corner pattern. And the Bruins indeed get their answer. The 3-yard pass from Howard to Wallace, and it's a 14-9 game with 10:21 to go. And the extra point down, up, and good.
10 minutes, 21 seconds.
So 10:21 remaining. The Bruins get the answer touchdown, 14-10. Back with the kickoff right after this.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Well, the Bruins answered. Big play, that 52-yard pass from Corbin Howard to Ryan Hutchison. And here is your Campbell King Interiors kickoff. Not terribly deep. Taken at the 10 by J.R. Bunch. And he's going to be swarmed under by some Bruins and trying to get away. And they spun him around at the 31. And he took it back at the 10. A 21-yard pickup.
At the 32-yard line, first down, Trojans.
So the Trojans have 68 yards to navigate, and the Bruins need a huge defensive stand here. And they're bringing 5 men up front. And Patterson hands it off again to Dillard. And Dillard picks up about 4 on the play.
He's tackled on the play by number 11, Alex Wallace. Dillard across the 35.
Wallace has been on 9 tackles tonight. 139 yards rushing for Devontae Dillard on 24 carries, so he's right at 6 yards per carry, but he's had some breakaways tonight. He scored both touchdowns for the Trojans. And they're going to go with him again, and he is swarmed. Oh, yes, sir. Terrific job by Ben Melton of smelling that one out. And Ben just knew that one all the way as they knock him back to the 33. It's 3rd and 8. One of the few times he's been thrown for a loss tonight. And he's carried the ball 25 times. So this is a big 3rd and 8. He goes back in the pistol. He's going to fire it long downfield and way out of bounds. He was trying to get that one downfield to Charlie Perrell.
4th down for the Trojans. Number 11, Brady Smith.
So Brady Smith is in to punt. So Patterson's aerial game has just not been a factor in this one tonight. He's 2 out of 6 for 33 yards. So Smith in to punt. Low snap. And he gets a big one. This is a boomer. And then it sinks. And they're just going to let it roll, and it's going to go back inside the 10. Well, stops on the 10. So that was huge. A 55-yard punt.
Take a quick moment to offer a quick recognition. I'm going to get in trouble for this, but we've got with us tonight on the Trojan side of the field.
So the Bruins are going to have to go 90 yards to navigate a go-ahead touchdown. But they moved the ball so well on the last series, and Corbin Howard's passing has just been tremendous tonight. 16 of 27 for 291 yards. And it may have to be over 350 for the Bruins to pull this one out. 8:41 to go. Trying to stay poised here. He's going to call his own number this time. And they smelled that one out, but he did. It looks like he may have actually lost a couple. So they're going to spot it back on the 10 once again.
Corbin Howard is tackled for the Trojans by number 33, Jules Medetol.
They give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage at the 10.
The ball remains at the 10.
And the clock ticking as we approach the 8-minute mark here at Trojan Field in South Haven, Mississippi. He's going back to pass, standing on about his own goal line. And he gets it over the middle. That's going to be a first down. 35, 40, 45. Terrific job of getting out of trouble. And Aaron Tunstall, 35-yard pass. 15th first down of the game for the Bruins. And you can see him. He was hoping to be off to the races and finally shoved out of bounds by J.R. Bunch. And there's one out in the flat once again to Spencer, and he's had a hard time getting away from anybody. And a fumble, and it is picked up by the Trojans. Oh, my. That is the first lost fumble of the game, and unfortunately it was by the Bruins. He tried to throw it out in the flat and let Noah let his legs do the job in this case, and he could not do it and lost the ball on that last tackle. So they've got it at the 46, 1st and 10, and this is where the Bruins have got to dig in big with 7.5 remaining. And they go to Dillard, and Dillard is swarmed again. Loss of 1 on the play. Christian Melton and Ryan Hutchison both in on that stop. 26 carries for 136 yards. And we've got an injured player down on the field. And I cannot tell from here. It is a Trojan, unfortunately. And let's see who that is. That is DeMonte Dillard. Oh, my goodness. They're working over there on that knee, and you hope this is not something serious. This is regardless of who you're pulling for, this is a talented young man. He is up. And he is really favoring that ankle. Looks like what happened with Noah Spencer. And it looks like he's telling his teammates, go out there and get him. And he's walking on that heel. So they'll check him out. He'll probably, if it's nothing serious, he'll probably back in. But that right ankle is really, really being favored. Second and 11 from the 46. And quarterback calls his own number, and he is hard to bring down, picks it up down to about, and if we got a flag, is this going to be a face mask? He picked up 2 on the play, and it looks like a face mask once again against the Bruins. Just as he was going down, and that's what it appears to be. That's what the preliminary call is. Yep, that's the third time tonight.
15 yards added on to the end of the run. Moves the ball.
And that one really hurt.
First down, Trojans.
57 yards and penalties, but after you get him down for a 2-yard gain, that's the last thing you expected. And he fakes the pass, goes up the middle, and just churning for more yards. Again. And that's Oibuki.
Made by number 64, Carson Moore, and number 12, Mills Terry.
And he picked up 3 yards on the play. Carson Moore and Mills Terry were in.
7 yards to go.
And Oibuki is still back in the backfield after the injury to Dillard. Time ticking away, getting close to the 6-minute mark, and they go to Ogibuki, and he's going up the middle, and he may score. He got it to the 4-yard line. That's his biggest run of the game. But we have a flag. Flag back at the 24. Let's see what it is. If it happens to be holding, you wipe that one off.
Holding against Northpoint.
And it is holding against Northpoint. Big break.
10 yards from the spot of foul. We'll push the ball back to the 34-yard line.
That was a huge break for the Bruins. That's what actually opened that wide open territory.
Second and 17 for the Trojans.
Trojans 2nd and 17 from their own 37, from the Bruin 37. And there goes the handoff. It's Ubuki again, and he breaks away from 2 defenders and almost takes it all the way. Down to the 12, a pickup of, that was actually Dillard who's back in the game. That's Dillard who was back in the game. 25-yard pickup.
The ball at the 12-yard line.
161 yards, and this is where the Bruin defense has to dig in here on a goal line stand. And they go with him again, and they open up another hole, and he's down to the 10. Pickup of about 2. But more importantly for this Northpoint team is it's chewing seconds off the clock, as they'll be under 5 minutes when they run the next play.
The ball at the 10-yard line, second down, about 8 yards to go for NC.
Second and about 7.5. And they are just going to wait all the time out that they possibly can and let this clock tick away. Just outside the 10-yard line. And he takes it again, and this time they smell it out. Outstanding job by Sam McMillan. Throwing him for a loss. And it goes all the way back to the 15. And it's 3rd and 13. I think there was not a doubt in anybody's mind in the stadium, including all of the Bruins, that that was going to Dillard. Biggest third down play of the game right here. 14-10. Northpoint on top, under 4 minutes remaining. And he's going to go back to pass. That's a screen, and he juggled it. Let's see if they can get him down. He's broken 3 defenders. He's stopped down at the 2-yard line. It may be a first down. To Grayson Alford.
Inside the 5 at the 1-yard line. First down.
And it was right out there in the pocket, and nobody was there to stop him. He went off 3 defenders. He's down at the 2. Big, big play. And on a night when Patterson has not passed exceptionally well, that was a biggie. Getting close to the 3-minute mark. And here goes Dillard trying to get in, and does. Touchdown, Trojans. Dillard with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And that's going to make it a toughie for the Bruins. And you saw it. Even when the defense is swarming down in on him, he is so elusive. So Dillard tonight, 27 carries for 158 yards. The extra point is up and good. 2 minutes, 56 seconds remaining. Northpoint 21, USJ 10. Back with the final just a little less than 3 minutes after this.
Buddy, I'm not feeling too good after all this summer heat.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm about to blow a coil.
Let McCoy's Heating and Air give your unit a little TLC. Maintenance is the key to staying worry-free. Right now, schedule a one-time cleaning for only $90. Call 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com.
McCoy's got us in great shape, unlike that guy.
Jackson's most trusted team of technicians. York and McCoy's Heating and Air.
Back for your Campbell King Interiors kickoff. Just a shade less than 3 minutes remaining. It's a tall order for the Bruins now, 21-10. They're going to have to get this one down the field quickly and then successfully gain an onside kick. Smith to kick. And this one going back to the 9. And trying to get through those defenders and nowhere else to go for Drew English. He gets it out to the 29.
29-yard line. First down, Bruins, 10 yards to go.
So the Bruins are going to have to go 71 yards very quickly. They've got 169 seconds, but they really don't have that long because they've got to get this down the field and score in somewhat in the neighborhood of 1 minute. They've still got all 3 timeouts remaining in this half. Here's Howard to pass. He's going to go long. And that one intercepted. And there's a flag down. And Harrison Nowell with the interception. Flag at the 33. That one was a bit underthrown.
Injury time. field.
And you got an injured player. Let's see what the official's call is.
Penalty on the play.
And it's holding.
After the interception.
After the interception. So the Trojans will keep the ball, but they'll be 10 yards further back. And let's take a look at it once again. And he just underthrew that ball. Just didn't have enough energy on it at all. Now with the interception, that was, the holding was back up the field by 52. And that was Ty Albums. And you got another player down, and this is something that you just absolutely don't want to see, particularly this late in the game. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout, and then we'll be back.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company.
Yeah, let's see it one more time.
H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Downtown is thriving in the blacksmith.
Well, here we go, showing you the replay once again. And again, the ball was underthrown, and let's go back to live action once again as the handoff goes to Dillard, and he's just bouncing off defender after defender. It's almost as if he's got grease on his jersey. He gets it down to the 37.
Dillard on the carry. Tackle made by number 64.
And they're going to just chew up all the time they possibly can on this one.
Ball to the 37-yard line. Second down. Second and about 4 yards to go.
2nd and 4. He picked up 6 on the play. But we're down now to the 2-minute mark in the game. And it doesn't look like they got one man split out left. And he hands it off to Dillard, and they're going to probably let him see if he can just run the timeout on the clock as he gets it to the 34. Spencer and Melton in on the stop.
Dillard to the 35-yard line, third down, 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down and 2. And timeout is called by the Bruins with 1:39 remaining. They have got to get a stop right here. We're going to keep it right here. 21-10. Bruins trailed at halftime 7-0 after getting down late in the first half as deep as the 7-yard line of Northpoint. And then the Bruins scored on a 31-yard field goal by Sykes with 9:15 remaining in the third quarter. And then with a half minute left in the third quarter, Dillard scored the second of his 3 touchdowns to make it 14-3. And then after a 52-yard pass from Wallace to Ryan Hutchison, Wallace passed, he caught a 3-yard pass from Corbin Howard to make it a 14-10 game, and then Dillard, with 3 minutes left, scored what appears to be the winning touchdown here, and they just get it. Dillard to the, as McMillan stops him at the 34, and this is going to be a 4th and about 1.5 yards. And timeout called once again by USJ. They're at the 34. a minute 27 seconds to go, and the Bruins with only one timeout remaining. If they gain this yard, you can put it in the books. And the thing about it is, tonight it's been the flip-flop for these two teams because looking at the stats going in tonight, Dillard had 321 yards rushing for the season. In his first 6 games, he's got 168 tonight.
Volleyball Lady Trojans. Playoff action is Monday night.
And then looking at the other side, Noah Spencer with more than 700 yards rushing, and they have held him to 23 yards on the ground in tonight's game. It has been a tough time for the Bruins to be able to get anything on the ground. Well, this definitely is your ball game right here. And they've got 7 men up in the box, and it looks like that's going to be off encroachment against the Bruins. Snap count caught him. And that's the first down Trojans, and that appears to do it. Bruins with only one timeout, and they're going to be going into victory formation, are the Trojans, with 86 seconds remaining. And he takes the knee. And just a conventional loss of 2 on taking the knee. But Patterson tonight, he's thrown more than 1,000 yards for the season. Tonight, 3 out of 7 for 50 yards. So the Bruins have contained his passing game, but they've had a difficult time stopping Devontae Dillard in getting a season high tonight of 168 yards on 29 carries. And again, just takes the knee 1 yard back. And he doesn't care whether that's minus yardage on his stats because that is going to do it. It was a tough one tonight for the Bruins to drop as they lose to Northpoint here in South Haven 21-10. They gave it a good run, and it looked as though early in the fourth quarter they may have an opportunity to get a leading touchdown in this, but penalties, including 3 face mask penalties, really did some damage tonight. And the problem in getting a ground game going as the Bruins were held tonight to 29 yards rushing. 21-10 is your final. We'll be back with the final totals right after this.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
At Nest Realty Jackson, connections and relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We wake up every day with the goal of helping our agents build trust, relationships, and community. Let's connect.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Well, this is a tale of an unexpected stat here tonight. The Bruins outgained Northpoint 356 yards to 247. And in passing against one of the top passers in this entire region, Jack Patterson was held to 50 yards in the air tonight, and Corbin Howard was 18 of 30 for 327 yards, which is definitely a season high. But the Bruins could only navigate 29 yards on the ground, and that is really where they depend so much on Noah Spencer and Titus Taylor, and it just could not happen tonight. Even when they tried to use Noah as a receiver tonight, they were all over him. They had just scouted him out perfectly. So despite outgaining the Trojans nearly 2-1 in total offense tonight, the Bruins go down 21-10, and the big gainer tonight, 30 carries for 168 yards for Devontae Dillard. And he certainly was the outstanding player in this game and scored all 3 touchdowns on runs of, now go back to the first half of play and take a look here, on runs of 20, 4, and 1 yard. The Bruins scored their touchdown on a 3-yard pass from Corbin Howard to Alex Wallace with 10:21 to go in the fourth period to close the gap to 14-10. And Sykes kicked a 31-yard field goal in the third quarter to give them their first points on the board. But it was that closing drive that was aided and abetted by the third face mask penalty of the evening that did the Bruins in finally for good when Dillard took off on a 20-yard run and then scored on the ensuing 1-yard plunge for a touchdown with 2:56 remaining. And the Bruins go down 21-10. They dropped to 4-3 on the season, 1-1 in the region. And this will put Northpoint in the lead in the region at 2-0. But the Bruins still have plenty of time to make the playoffs and have an opportunity to make this a 7-3 season. They'll be back home again with the final home game of the season next Friday night as they take on Evangelical Christian. And we hope all of you will be there in person. If you can't, we'll have it right here on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, as well as the USJ website and their Facebook page. So we will look forward to seeing you again next Friday night. And tonight, the executive producer of Worthy Road Studios is Paul Schultze, who also directed. Eric Inman was on your cameras tonight, and yours truly, Steve Beverly, with the play-by-play. Join us again next Friday night for Bruin football, and until then, this is Steve Beverly saying so long from South Haven, Mississippi.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.